Let us now proceed and compare the runtime polymorphism and the compile time polymorphism. So for that, let us compare the method overriding and what is method overloading. Now from our previous topics, we already know what is method overloading in Java. The method overloading means same name but different parameters. So let us assume we have the class of bank. Now within the class of bank, we have some method such as public void add method. Now in case of method overloading, we all know that the method have the same name but different number of parameter. So here we can define another add method that contains the same name, but here we have different number of parameters. Now we can overload our methods further by defining the add method of same name but different number of parameters, right? Like this. And remember, in case of method overloading, the return type may vary. So here we can have void, void, and here we are having int. So it doesn't matter. But in case of method overriding, we have multiple classes involved. Suppose we have the parent class of animal, and here we have the class of dog that extends from the class of animal. And within the class of animal, suppose we have public void run. So within this method, you will write code related to the class of animal, right? Now suppose you want to modify the run method. So for that, within the dog class, you need to declare the same method again, public void run. Now notice here that this run method and this run method are exactly same. The only difference between these two methods is that the enclosing code are different. Here we are writing the animal specific code and here we are writing our modified version of dog code, right? So this is the basic difference between the overriding and method overloading in Java. Now if you notice the definition of polymorphism, here we have one name but different forms. So in case of method overloading, we have one name of the method and all these three methods are having the different forms, right? And in case of method overriding as well, we have the same method but their implementation is different. That is, the enclosing code is different. So let us now theoretically differentiate between the overriding and the overloading. Now in case of overriding, the purpose is to provide the specific implementation of the method of the parent class within the child class. But in case of overloading, the purpose is to increase the readability of the code. And now here the inheritance is involved. That is, in case of overriding, at least there should be two classes involved, right? But in case of overloading, there is only one class involved. So here the method signature should be exactly same, such as public void run in both the case. But in case of overloading, we have the same method name but different parameters. And again, in case of overriding, the return type must be same just because they have exactly same method signature. But in case of overloading, the return type can be same or different, it doesn't matter. And now proceeding forward, the overriding is the example of the runtime polymorphism, which means that which method to be called is decided by the Java virtual machine in the runtime. But in case of overloading, it is an example of the compile time polymorphism. That is, which method to be called is decided by the compiler during the compilation process. So this was all about the differences between the overriding and overloading in Java. Just remember, they are the example of two types of polymorphism, the runtime and the compile time.